going to move into the final segment. So our third segment, like I said, rapid fire questions. So they're quick. They will get you thinking, but what I would like for you to do is tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when I ask you these questions. Okay? They're a little bit crazy
and if
as
the
well.
first thing is a bit crazy, then the second.
So be it.
Okay.
So first question, ladies first. So actually the first 5 questions, Heloise, I'm going to ask you to go first, followed by yourself, Rohan. The next 5, you'd go first.
I prefer when he takes the lead.
You start. It's good.
Okay, you may have touched on this, but first question, most timeless wedding trend. Go.
Wow, definitely flowers, whites and greens.
Perfect.
Candles, warmth.
Candles and warmth.
Candles, warmth. Okay.
I like that. Second question, see, it's quick. If you could do any celebrity wedding, who would it be?
Oh my God, Alicia Keys, Beyonce.
Oh, so celebrities wedding. We're going celebrities. Yep. Alicia Keys, Beyonce. Anybody else? I feel like you had a long list.
Yeah, I have a long. No, I would love, because Alicia Keys, I was invited to her black balls and stuff, and she's the most amazing human being, I think.
She is.
She is such an inspiration.
Yes.
So if I could do her wedding, I would love to. I think Alicia Keys is my number one.
Got it.
Definitely Alicia Keys.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
Who would you want to host at the property?
Would have done it would be nice to do a Harry and Meghan wedding.
Yes. Wow. All over the news. Guaranteed.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
That's true, actually. Maybe one of those, that's better.
One of the royal ones. Okay. I really like this question. If weddings were a dessert, what would you be serving, Heloise?
Strawberry cake. Tart.
Strawberry cake.
Strawberry tart.
Like you had that. My mouth's watering actually. You
dangerous,
knew already.
dangerous
I want a
question.
strawberry cake right now.
Exactly. No, that's a good
What
one.
about yourself?
Strawberry cake.
Strawberry tart, like it's a little crusty,
So if weddings were a dessert, for me it would be a tiramisu.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Very nice. Okay. So, fourth question. Describe the perfect wedding in 3 words, but they cannot include the word luxury, love, or dream. So we made it a little bit tricky.
Okay. 3 words.
3 words.
Moment,
Moment.
emotion, memories.
Love it. Yes. Rohan?
Tricky one, eh?
I think it would be family.
Family.
And obviously celebrations and I'd say moments as well.
Yeah.
It's-
Happiness,
That's why hello
joy.
moments.
Okay. Last question from my side. If you could turn any movie into a wedding theme, which movie would that be?
Oh my God, I just watched Le Comte de Monte Cristo.
So I guess I'd do that one.
I've not
Le
watched
Comte de
that.
Monte
It's
Cristo.
fantastic.
3 hours, romance, decors. This one is the wedding theme
That
I
would
want.
be
This
the
one or
one.
Bridgerton?
So you
yes,
prefer if your
Bridgerton.
couples watch that before coming to you then as well?
Oh my God, they come to you and say, I want Le Comte de Monte Cristo. How would you say in English?
Le Comte de Monte
Le
Cristo.
Comte de Monte Cristo as a theme.
Yeah.
I'll be all over. I'll be like sliding, owning the horses, the everything. No, it's beautiful.
No, it really works well.
And it's so like elegant and it's perfect and
Yeah.
it's subtle and it's
Yeah.
royal and it's also dangerous. It's everything.
Okay. Thank you.
That's the
works.
perfect answer.
Rowan, yourself?
I think what will be fun. We go taking it is going retro, going back to the 70s. So
Oh, yes.
He's got like purple wigs and stuff going on. Are you crazy? That's not a
But
wedding.
how
That's
retro?
a wedding.
Are we saying
All of
Austin
that.
Powers? Are we going there? Or are we going something a little more classic?
you could go both
Austin
ways,
Powers
right? I
is
mean,
the
look, if you do the whole
But that's good for the
Bridgerton angle,
Sangeet.
that's
the
great.
Sangeet.
No, but that's the Sangeet,
romance.
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
There was romance in the 70s as well, just for your knowledge,
Was there?
wasn't it? But in essence, yeah, you could go multiple routes. I go Bridgerton route, which is very, royal and very classic. You
Yes.
can go the Marie Antoinette route, very, sophisticated, very classy way of
Greece.
doing it. Yeah, Greece
I'd
is
like a
Greece.
Greece.
Greece would be fun,
favorite movie.
and then
Okay.
go either the 70s route, and Greece would be a good example of kind of heading in that direction.
Do you do the John Travolta move as well in the theme?
I have
And you
two
gotta wear the
left feet.
outfits as well. You gotta wear the outfits.
With the outfits we do.
The outfits. Okay, cool.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so now we're going to switch things around. Rohan first, followed by you, Heloise. So a little pressure off you there. Okay, question number 6. What's one I can't believe they've asked for that? requests that you've gotten?
Well, specifically for Morocco, it was an elephant for the barat in an Indian wedding.
Yeah.
Now, you see, if you were in India or you were in Thailand or wherever, bringing in an elephant is the easiest thing. But the guests insisted they want an elephant. We're finding every possible channel because there aren't any elephants in Morocco per se. So how do we bring in an elephant? I mean, it's extremely complicated to do that. You can't. It's not as easy, and obviously, you don't want to hurt the poor elephant in the process of travel. So for this just one event, it was a bit too much. So eventually they settled for something that has a camel, a white one, which has at least it has a sense of place. But yes,
really? A camel? Yeah. Oh, I was saying that as a joke.
No, it was a white camel.
Right,
It was a white camel at the end for the barat.
Wow.
We've done camels a few times.
The guests really wanted, they wanted us to push every possible avenue of trying to bring in an elephant. And it's not that simple. It's just, elephants don't...
Not that simple at all.
Are not to be found here.
My one was for a Russian wedding. I was asked to make the horse bark.
Make the horse bark.
The horse bark, not the horse. Okay.
The horse bark as he entered, the venue, and I was like, well, it's going to be hard because the horse doesn't bark. First of all, it's a different noise. So she's like, yeah, but it would be great if he just barks, but it's a horse. And I was like, okay. So then I
Are you sure it wasn't just Google Translate that went wrong?
That's what I thought. And then we continued talking about it, and I was like, okay, well, I have one solution is to have sound come out when it comes out. Barking. I mean, what else do you want me to do? So I was good. I just didn't quite understand. She's like, it'll be funny. It's like a funny joke. And I love horses, so I was a bit like, I felt offended. So I really had to push my emotions down and be like, but like a horse doesn't bark. That's a beautiful sound.
Yeah, that really is a crazy word.
Beautiful answer. I love it.
Yeah, that was, it marked me for life. I'm scarred.
Okay, Rohan, next question to you. Imagine the Oberoi had its own wedding mascot. What would it be? And of course, Heloise, for you, it's imagine Hello Moments had its own wedding mascot. But let's start with you, Rohan.
Ooh, tricky one. I think something elegant like weddings would be a beautiful horse. It would be the ideal mascot for weddings. That would work out really well. But if it was this property, obviously, we would say with a sense of place would be camels. Would be a spectacular mascot. We do have 2 rescued donkeys on property though, which are they're really, really special donkeys. The guests absolutely adore them.
They're lavish and pampered donkeys, I must say. I mean, I got the chance to pet them as well. They silk fur. I don't know if you're using them for the pillows or the rugs. They're soft as ever. I was like, these are spoiled donkeys here,
Loads of carrots.
Lots of carrots.
Okay, Heloise, I feel like I know your answer here, but I want to hear from you. What would be your mascot?
Well, we have one. And you put a picture. It's Prince H, my little Pomeranian. He's the
Prince H.
Allow me to say, her mascot's actually a purple unicorn.
Yeah, that's true. We have a real one, and if I could, I'm still searching for it. Find one would be definitely a unicorn. But not all purple, by the way. It has to be white. Only the hair and stuff, purple and tail, and it can fly, and that would be amazing.
Yeah, like your wallpaper.
Yeah, like my wallpaper. Actually, no, I got one drawn in the office. We're drawing it now. A massive unicorn on the wall and stuff.
You have to send us a picture of that.
But just to let you know, it will be a purple unicorn that barks.
No,
I like
that. Magic coming out. No barking. But you still have to show Prince H because he's the cutest.
Side by side, yeah. We'll ask people to vote on it as well.
Okay, great.
Okay, if there was a wedding superpower, what would it be, Rohan?
A wedding superpower. Ooh.
If you had a wedding superpower or an event superpower,
If I had a wedding superpower, would be to
I know. Can I answer first?
snap and magically have the setup done on time.
On time.
Either
I like how you're looking at it.
Am I not on time? That was
Snap. Done.
that was the first thing he complimented me on. He was like, "You're the only person that I've seen an Indian wedding start on time, and you're always on time."
Which is true.
There you go.
Credit given.
I love
Maybe
time.
you did snap that already before.
I did.
This when you woke up that morning, please.
He snapped and he got Heloise. That's what happened.
Okay, Heloise, so the same question for you then. What would be your wedding superpower?
To be able to control the weather.
Oh my gosh, great
Hotter,
one.
cooler, no
Great
rain.
one.
You know, like
Walking down the aisle,
clouds,
snow.
Yeah.
the little sun, that comes straight on.
Yeah.
I love it.
on her
At the
face,
right
they come At
moment.
the right moment, sunset. Or,
Yeah.
weather control. Every time the question comes back up. What about the weather? I don't know. I tried to call all the gods. I tried to get their number. It doesn't work. I don't know what to say. Like, honestly,
You
it's.
try my Indian rain dance.
Yeah, I did. We tried. Remember when we danced for the rain?
we
It
did.
didn't work.
I actually appreciate a lot of these questions here. Okay, so Rohan, to you, if the Oberoi Marrakesh could be a perfume, what would it be?
Ooh. Very good question. If Oberoi Marrakesh would be a perfume, I think it would be, the way I perceive it is the scent that we use in the hotel. We use scent that is very oriental, inspired by the architecture of the space. As a brand, obviously, we have our own scent called Petrichor, but we also use jasmine. It's very indicative of the Oberoi brand. And in this particular hotel, we have a beautiful scent that's made here in Morocco, and focuses a lot on elements of cinnamon, cloves, and kind of gives that oriental feel that literally blends in with the Andalusian Moorish architecture. So
Love it.
Okay, and Heloise, to you, if Hello Moments could have its own scent, what would that be?
I have it in mind, but I don't know how to explain it. But it has a vanilla touch with a mix of spices and even maybe a little bit of oud and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that kind of very sweet, but at the same time spicy smell.
Understood.
it works. That's
It
Oriental,
works,
right? And that's
it's
Marrakesh. It's got
exactly. It's I think
beautiful-
that, but that kind of little, I love vanilla for sure, 100%.
Any unicorn dust in this? Or
Yeah,
no?
of course, loads.
course.
Pouring in there.
When you open the box,
I haven't seen some already. It's right up there. The aura.
okay. Lastly, this is a bit of a curveball question, but you might be able to answer this. Okay, what's your dream wedding destination?
Oof.
Rohan first, of course. Heloise.
Is it for me personally, or you're saying as
For you
somebody?
personally, yeah.
Wow. Interesting question.
It's hard, huh?
So we thought it would be easy and you'd say Marrakesh.
We
No.
expected you to say
We
Marrakesh.
thought
on the
that
number,
would be
but
it.
curveball,
For
huh?
us, it would be Marrakesh, but I thought you were asking for something beyond Marrakesh. But yeah, to me,
Close, yeah.
ideally, Marrakesh is the ultimate wedding destination.
It is, and it's easy for us as well.
It's
It would
easy.
take so much stress out.
Yeah.
Even if you want to go, even if I don't know, getting married somewhere and stuff. I thought about it actually. We said you want to get married one day, if it ever happens.
Well, never know.
And it's very much where would I do it? And Marrakesh would be so easy because I wouldn't have that stress of the planning that much because I just know how
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah.
And I can get any decors that I could get anywhere in the world. I could get it here. If I want trees, I'll find trees. If I want a desert, I'll find a desert. If I want a waterfall, I'll find a waterfall. So yeah, I think it's easy.
No, absolutely. I mean, maybe I misunderstood the question because I was thinking outside of Marrakesh, but that's why it's so hard. Marrakesh is probably the ideal one because 7-8 months of the year, the weather is fantastic. You've got beautiful landscapes and stunning spaces. You've got a great culture, got amazing people. The geolocation of Morocco and Marrakesh is fantastic because you're literally less than 3 hours from every major European city.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it still brings in, literally Lisbon flight is an hour and 15 minutes, but imagine the contrast between even coming from Portugal to Morocco. It's just so different. you just get a whole new feel.
Yeah.
And just that whole vibe of being in Marrakesh, it just changes and it's just very magical. And it's also very spiritual to a great extent.
It really is.
So it kind of blends in as becoming the ultimate destination. It doesn't rain much. So, from an event side, that's always very scary because majority of our events are outdoors.
Yeah.
It rains about 35 days in a year, scattered through the year. So it's not even a destination like a lot of parts of Asia where you have 6 months of rain. And it's not also a destination where you concentrate your events in a ballroom, which you can do anywhere in the world, right? It doesn't matter if you're going to do an event in a ballroom, you don't need to come to Morocco, but in Marrakesh, you have just the most incredible outdoor spaces, and not just in Marrakesh, but even around different cities and different destinations within Morocco itself.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so then let's ask that question again and answer together. What's the best wedding destination in your opinion?
Marrakesh!
Said without any bias at all. Okay. Fine, wow. Looks like we've reached the end. Guys, Rohan, Heloise, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate the hospitality. We appreciate the time taken and the genuine answers. And, I have to say, it is an honor and such a privilege to have such passionate creatives in our industry. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it as well. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, thank you for having us. Thank you so much. We thought this was going to be a 30-minute, 35 minutes, but I think we've gotten so much out of you. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
There is so much of content and context here that you shared with us that is going to be so valuable for everyone who's watching. So thank you so much for sharing all of that with us.
Well, thank you for listening to us, and I hope you had fun as well.
We did. Absolutely. 100%.
And we're really, really happy that you're here.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for promoting the destination, for promoting us, and your passion as well for the wedding industry. Definitely, we can definitely feel it, which is amazing. So thank you for that.
Indeed.
We love it.